Alright, howdy everybody. It's been a minute, huh? Sorry if my audio sounds a little weird. I'm pretty sure I'm in a new spot, since, last time we did this whole thing. Also, it's been a little while. Hello. I've been gone for a little bit. I should probably adjust the mic again. Hello, hello? Okay, cool. But it's been a little while. I was gone for a month. I went to Japan. I went to Japan for like a full month because I was studying abroad there, and I came back and I had to take care of a bunch of stuff. But I have returned for now. There might be a little hiccup in my stream schedule next week, but after that we should be back in action for the time being. And yeah, we're back with Hard West. I know I put Hunt Showdown on the schedule for today, but honestly, I'm not really in the mood for that at the moment. I haven't really played that game in like 3 months, and I didn't want to shake the dust off at night today, and when I'm kind of tired. I kind of had a long day. I just drove a family member back from the airport, and we decided to have dinner, and dinner went a little long, hence why I'm late today. But yeah, little dozy. So I'm kind of more in the mood for something slower paced. So we're back with Hard West. Last we left off, we had just gotten shot up by a bunch of desperados in a tavern. We made it back. The love of our life did not. So currently we are on the path of revenge. We need to completely obliterate this region in order to enact our revenge against the Masked Man. He's back! Usa House! Yeah, I've returned. I've returned from the east, back to the west where I belong. But yeah, we have $22 to our name, which is glorious. But yeah, I don't know if there's a little echo right now, but I don't have my usual setup up right now. I kind of need to move some of my padding a bit to absorb my lovely booming voice. But yeah, how you guys doing? How's your summer been? Mine's been weird. Weird and busy, but I'm back. $22 and a prayer and a dream, and not a prayer and a dream, an oath of revenge to the devil. That's the opposite of a prayer. But yeah, Jeremiah Benjamin Baker sold all kinds of cures, bombs, and ointments. If their smell was to be believed, most of them were a variation of bottled urine. Ooh. Got the authentic stuff. Also has 2 guns. I think I sold them. Alright, we have to ravage some properties and then ask the locals about Old Man Murray. The natives will do. Greetings. What's good? The natives lived in a small, infertile area that had been given to them by the occupying forces. They were accustomed to trading with pale faces, though not as pale as you. I am actually a corpse, so that makes sense. I don't have any liquor. Inquired about Old Man Murray. The natives knew of many old men, but no Murrays. They said the only white folk around these parts were the Masked Man's thugs, who poached from the nearby forest. It's the peons. They're still around. Sat by the fire and offered a bottle of whiskey to share. I want to see what the natives have to say if I sell them. If I hand them some whiskey. That sounds entertaining. Got any? Pass the whiskey. There we go. There's a game, I mentioned it a few times, it's called Fistful of Frags. And I think it's a Half-Life mod, you know, as all great games originate. It's a Half-Life mod that's a Wild West like PvP shootout kind of thing. And one funny thing about it is that if you're wounded in that game, you can heal by drinking whiskey. That's in these big like clay jugs, and it's like a trade-off. So you heal, but your character gets drunk, so your vision gets less clear and you move around less easily. And the funny thing is that there is like one voice line in that game. There's one voice line I care about at least, which is like there's like a voice line you can select. Your character just goes, "Pass the whiskey," and every single character has the same voice. So sometimes you'll just be like running around, and all you can hear in town, like between the tumbleweeds, is just a bunch of gunfire and pass the whiskey, pass the whiskey. The forest in Indian country teemed with game more than the natives could ever catch, let alone eat, which made them easy pickings for poachers. The ground was riddled with their traps. On a lucky day, you could disarm them and steal the bait. On a bad day, you'd catch a broken finger, a gashed hand, or worse. Maybe it would be simpler just to stake out the traps and wait for the poachers to show. Nothing like stealing from a thief. Hey, hang on. Let's set up an ambush. Finally, the poachers showed. You took them out like clockwork, except for one. There's only one flash per group. But some creative pain management took care of that. Once he knew you were serious, he told you Old Man Murray was alive, but had been captured. He said the masked man had left him with the rednecks living at Rancho Rojo, and then paused for effect. Seeing your puzzled face, the poacher added solemnly, "They eat people." Hell yeah.
Old Man Murray was taken to Cannibal Farm. If you could say
It's
that,
called Cannibal Farm?
that tough old bird could prove to be useful.
You killed, burned, and terrorized.
You'd still put a dent in the masked man's business.
Thank you, Death. You'd killed, burned, and terrorized, but you still couldn't find much information about the masked man. Seems they still feared him more than you. Time to fix that. As you traveled down a lonesome road, weary totin', a trail of smoking ruins in your wake, an old man stepped onto the road ahead. He knew you were going after the masked man. This man looks healthy and reasonable. I like him. He said that masked man had taken something he was after. He didn't approve of your methods, but he appreciated your effectiveness. He wanted to join you. Hell yeah. You'd soon learn the old man was the meanest cuss this region had ever seen. Until you showed up, that is. Alright, we've got a team full of angry men. Brandon Scott was the scourge of the countryside and a harbinger of endless suffering. A destroyer of dreams and devourer of fortunes. Well, he was the local tax collector. Fabulous. We've got the Judicator. What is it? This is like a... Okay, it's got better aim than the other version of the pistol. What's he got? This is an interesting loadout you've got here, Brandon. You've got a chain rifle and the Douglas Duster Special. When you pack this, any fool who draws on you dooms their own mortal fate. Okay. Range 5. 2 shots per turn. It allows 2 shots per turn, but it's only got 1 bullet. Interesting. Interesting choice. It does 5 damage. I'm gonna swap it out for the 6-shooter. I don't like it. Call me old-fashioned. Oh yeah, we want to give the snake leather boots to our guy here. And, well, right, we've got a bottle of liquor. What do the natives have to say when they've got some alcohol in them? Oh, by the way, Kurt, I'm not sure if you're here right at the start of the stream, but I was gone for a month because I was in Japan. I was just in Tokyo for 4 weeks. You know, just got a little lost and ended up on the other side of the Pacific. You sat a few hours drinking and smoking with the natives. Around midnight, the real stories began to unwind. You heard tell of a sinister deity living in the forest, and a totem representing it not far away. Interesting. Can we go there? Got Cannibal Farm, hallelujah. And there's the Indian totem. Nice, how was it there? It was wet. I came during the summer rains. I was studying abroad there, so I was there for classes, so I didn't do too much tourism, but yeah, Tokyo's Tokyo. Right now is an interesting time to visit, just because like the last couple of years, the whole country's kind of been closed because of COVID, and because of the pestilence. And as a result, this year they're open, so all the pent-up like summer vacation interest is just all being unloaded on the country at the same time. So they're just packed to fuck with tourists right now. I went to this one village like outside of Tokyo. It's called Kamakura, and there's a really nice temple there. And a friend of mine who like was also there took me there, and he was like, "Yeah, this is a really nice temple. Like last time I went, they didn't have too many visitors, and it's really pretty. There's like a lot of nice flowers. There's like you go up to the temple, and it's got this really cool little like half moon." Window, and you could take photos out through that. And we showed up there. It was literally just, it was all people. It was all people. Like every single walkway had like maximum capacity humans. Just every single walkway. It was kind of miserable because it meant that you had to like the walking pace was slowed to a crawl, and you couldn't like jockey for a position to get good pictures because that mean you'd have to muscle your way past a bunch of Japanese people. And I don't know if you've ever been to Japan, everyone there is like I feel bad when I like force my way through because everyone's being so like polite and doing their own thing that when I impose myself as the American, I feel like I'm doing something really, really uncouth. You know what I mean? It feels really awkward, and I feel like I'm being judged. So it's just like I'm awkwardly trying to like position my phone so that I'm snapping pictures like between people or like over their heads, and it feels weird. So yeah, it's currently tourist heaven/hell right now, but I got some nice pictures in, and I had a good time. It was it's interesting. Yeah, it seems like everyone is going everywhere now, and American tourism is so hard to manage now. Oh yeah, everyone over here is just like, get me the fuck out of here. I want to be anywhere else. Fucking let me leave. I could sacrifice Brandon Scott when you just are those guys. I mean, yeah. It's always like, it's really funny because like every group of tourists from every country has like their own attitude, but Americans are always the ones that stick around because we're fucking loud. Because we're loud and we're like, I feel like it's a little unfair, but we are presented as like extra bumbling compared to other people. Just like, we always just, we are just those guys. That's true. Beneath the totem lay a hoard of gold, precious stones, and jewelry. A screaming eagle carved into the totem spoke, possessed by a spiteful deity. It whispered that it wanted one of your companions, and that it would reward you greatly. I need people, and I don't want to piss off the big, sacred, like, eagle deity, so I think we're just going to leave that alone for right now. What's going on in the water tower? The water tower was the linchpin of Cannibal Farm. You could have spilled the water to damage the masked man's property, or you could have poisoned the water to weaken the cannibals. Let's do some property damage. I'm down. You smiled as my reward just doubled, holy cow. You smiled as the contents of the tower spilled out quickly and quickly disappeared into the parched earth. This wouldn't be enough to prevent the masked man's men from working, but their hard times would become even harder. I've murdered 18 people. Cool. I gotta pump those numbers up. The farm looked innocent enough, but you knew better than to trust appearances. The cannibals had heavy sentries at the entrances. You hadn't seen a trace of Murray yet. Chances are they had him locked away somewhere. Well, hallelujah. Let's go in. Oh, we should probably give this guy some cards. We don't have any. Sorry, Brandon. Looks like you're going in. Looks like you're going in empty-handed. The cannibals had Old Man Murray. Whether he lived or not, they would die.
Of the essence.
Oh, that's a lot of objectives.
Served for dinner.
Feast on the meat to regain strength. The meat on Cannibal Farm. Wow, I wonder what it is.
Enough to survive the fight. Also, part of you was curious what the fuss about human flesh was anyway.
10 men with a single-shot double shooter. Who knows? Maybe Brandon's like magic. He just knows how to shoot twice out of a one-shot gun. I'd pay money to see that. How are we looking, fellas? 79? I feel it. Hell yeah. Cannibal Longshot was killed. Beautiful. What are we dealing with over here? How do we feel about a 44% chance to hit? Maybe we can creep up a little closer. The tree. Oh, that's a lot of men. Oh boy. Okay. That's a lot of cannibals. I have not removed any of them. Excellent. I like how ordinary these guys look. It's that's very Wild West, if you ask me. A shotgun? That's kind of unfortunate. Let's see, maybe we can pop in over here, get some good cover before we creep up. We're not really equipped for long range. Best we've got is the chain rifle, and I don't like the chain rifle. I'm not feeling my odds here with this thing. But we don't have to reload. Okay, never mind. Brandon's proving me wrong. I think she's just stuck up there. Not very good. Alright, greetings, madam. Well. Howdy there, neighbor. Dude, this misses. Okay, we're good. What have we got? We've got nothing. Push up here. Okay. $44. Damage 1, damage 1, damage. I don't like it. Let's push up right here. Oh yeah, another funny thing about Japan. So it's super humid there, right? It's like they had a ton of humidity. Like I would check the weather every day, and it kind of would keep going up until it would rain, and then it would go down a bit. But it was always in like the 68 to like 95% range. So it was moist out there. I was sweating like a fucking pig. Meanwhile, all the ordinary Japanese citizens I was surrounded by, they were fine. Like I was seeing, like I was in like a t-shirt and like breezy pants, and like I would be surrounded by dudes in suits who are just okay. Meanwhile, I'm like awkward because I got like sweat like kind of pooling up like in certain parts, and like I can see the moisture on my shirt. In America, I'd be completely okay with it. Like I'd be walking around, I'd be like, yeah, I got a few lines of sweat here, but you know, there's some dad like over there that is just shooting water out of all of his pores. Humidity without some kind of cooling breeze, it's awful. It's terrible. But it's like over in America, I wouldn't feel so bad about sweating, but everyone else in Japan is doing so well, looking like not disgusting, that I'm just like, well, now I just feel weird. I saw dudes in jackets. They were wearing jackets. It was fucking 80 degrees, 95% humidity, and there were dudes in jackets. It was fucking unreal. But yeah, that's Japan. If you can visit not in the summer, like, I feel like spring is probably the best time to visit. Just because, like, summer is, like, probably peak tourism. The drip was literal to them, probably. I had a couple instances where I had to wear a suit, and it was kind of funny because, it didn't work out for me at all. It was very awkward. Because like I ran into the part, like it's really awkward wearing a suit in a situation where you're sweating, because it goes from, if I put this jacket on, I'm going to die, but I can't not put the jacket on because then I'm just not dressed well enough. And once you put the jacket on, you're like, okay, now that I put the jacket on, I can't ever take it off, because if I take the jacket off, everyone's going to see that I have turned this shirt a darker shade because it's wet. Like I would wear a light blue shirt. It's dark blue now. This is why office buildings are ice boxes. Not in Japan. The AC was actually a little spotty in Japan, which was interesting. Like, I had this one time I went to, like, I think in the department stores it was pretty alright, but in some of the other buildings I went into, there was just nothing. And that was, oof, oof. Got the house surrounded, but I don't have a good angle. Oh my god, he's in the corner. There's one feature in XCOM that I wish this game had. Do they mostly rely on fans or what? In some places they rely on fans, and other places they're just kind of raw dogging it. It's kind of freaky, but I think it's mostly fans. Oh, you know how people assume that, like, at least in the States, I think people would assume that the way you would keep cool in Japan, it's like you got like the classic like silk hand fan, right? Like the half circle one that's like paper. And then you would just like daintily like fan yourself off with that. No, you wanna know what I was seeing? I saw people holding like those, you know, those little electric fans that they sometimes sell at like tourist centers. Like it's a handheld electric fan, and you just blast yourself with that. I saw that more often. That's what I saw when people were walking around. Oh, also, I'm not being totally honest. They aren't totally like raw dogging the sweat situation. You wanna know what they do over in Japan? So, in order to keep the sweat from reaching a visible layer of clothing, they'll wear an undershirt that actually absorbs the sweat, and then that thing will tank all the moisture, and then you can wear whatever on top of that, and it'll still look dry. That's what they were doing. I wasn't prepared for that. I was just kind of presenting myself, like for inspection, which was awkward. But the actual way to do it was that. Just wear like an undershirt and then pretend like you're A-okay. See, that wouldn't have worked for me because the sweat was so prevalent for me that it was showing up all over my face. And like if I walk up and like you can't see sweat on my shirt, but like my face is just pouring, then it's not. Yeah, I'm still in trouble. Oh my god, I'm lucky. Did you fucking see that? Dear God. Ooh, never mind. That's really awkward that all the enemies have, like, automatic Overwatch. There goes Murray.
Was of the essence. Murray was bleeding. He would be served for dinner by sundown.
Normal difficulty's awkward. Why'd you hand me a man that dies in one shot?
Or free him and patch him up enough to survive the fight. Also, part of you was curious what the fuss about human flesh was anyway.
There's only so much undershirt can do until it makes the heat worse. Well, yeah, it's another layer. Not recommended. I can't imagine wearing an undershirt and then an inner shirt and then a suit jacket, you know? Like in 80-degree weather. That's not good. I think I'd actually die. Yeah, I guess you get acclimated to it when you live over there. That's just all bad. It's just, I think I'd actually just run out of water in my body. Yeah. Thankfully, the water situation was just fine, because Japan actually has, like, really good... You guys probably already know about this, but Japan's got really good vending machines. Like, they're incredible over there. And almost, like, there's one, like, around every corner. I remember a couple times I was just walking through a random residential neighborhood to, like, get from one place to another. And I would just, like, no matter how random the location was, I still would have I would still have the opportunity to buy something from, like, a vending machine. And the options are good there, too. Like, they've got, Like they've got regular. The only like American soda they really have over there is Coca-Cola, but you have a bunch of options from like there's iced coffee in bottles. There's iced tea. There's like royal milk tea, which I hear is pretty good. I don't really drink caffeine, but it sounded pretty good. And there's like a whole bunch of other like iced drinks and sodas that like they don't have over here. I got a pineapple soda, and I thought that was fantastic. I don't see that very often over here, so I was glad to have the opportunity. Oh, one tip: if you ever go over to Japan and they are very good about beverages. That is true. But if you ever go to Japan and you go to get some water, be careful about what you select, because sometimes they have some drinks that are packaged like water but aren't actually water. Like here, so is America, but most of it's sheer size. Oh yeah, no, Japan. If you get Coca-Cola in Japan, it's definitely smaller. They've got like the European size Coca-Cola, which is like a lot thinner, and they also I saw another one that was super short, like it was like half a foot tall, you know, and it was kind of like wide, and it was like half a can size pretty much, and it was really cute. Which I kind of appreciate, because I'm one of those guys where if you hand me something, like whatever portion size I receive, that's the amount I'm going to consume, which is kind of a problem sometimes, because I'll end up in a situation where like I don't need to eat this much food, but they gave me this much food, so I just end up overeating, which is not healthy. You guys got a good position on me, which I do not like.
The woodshed smelled of garlic and rosemary. Seasoned gunslinger just got a whole new meaning.
One of the lovely things about Tokyo is that it's just a very different place. I mentioned this a while back when I was playing like Battlefield, I think. Whatever you lay, we eat, as my German family says. That's a fantastic saying. That is knowledge I'm receiving, and I appreciate it. Is it in front of me? It's going in my stomach. That's just the rules. But yeah, there's Tokyo was fun. I've been there a couple times before, and one of the cool things about it is that when you go to like, I don't know, every country's really different, but when you go from like America to Europe, that's not as much of like a culture shock as going from like America to Japan. So one thing I really appreciate about Japan is just kind of how different it is. Because it's like, you'll just kind of run into random situations that are just funny because of how different the place is. Because in like Japan, there's like European languages are kind of trendy. Like the English fluency over there isn't fantastic, just because it's like, you know, it's hard. I can imagine being like a native Japanese speaker and then speaking and then trying to learn how to speak English, just because it's like the languages are so different. Like the grammar isn't even in the same order. And, you know, they're required to learn it in schools, but if my ability to speak French is any indication, being required to learn something in high school it does not make you fluent by any circumstances. But so sometimes you'll see them, they'll have English written, but it's not exactly correct English, or it'll just be, you're like missing so much context that it just doesn't make sense at all. Like there's this one place, what was it? There's this one place called FAT, right? And the funny thing is that it's FAT, so it says fat, so you think it's like some kind of pun on being fat, or like something about large people or fat people or something like that. And you would think that that's like what the whole That's what the idea behind the business is, but instead you read, there's this whole little like subtitle under it that's like long, and it says like true, authentic, the real deal, the real McCoy, nothing, no falsehoods, things like that. Like just multiple iterations of saying like this is true and this is authentic, and then at the end it just says FAT again, like the acronym, and nowhere on the sign was there an indication on what FAT fucking stood for. Like, I was like, I guess fat just means truth or something like that. I guess that's what they're saying. Like, there's an acronym here and I don't know what it means. Like, I assumed it meant, like, faithful, authentic, true, maybe. But that was just guessing based off of context. It didn't say it on the sign anywhere. There's a clothing store that was not the real McCoy. No Hatfields. Fat. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, another funny thing. I bought some clothes there. If you're like... So I have... You might be able to tell from my model here, I'm a little on the... Like, you know, I've got some musculature. I'm a little on the wide side, okay? I have wide shoulders. This means I wear extra large size shirts, right? I need some pretty long, and that depends. It's usually like large to like something else like that. I wear pretty big shirts. Japan does not have very large shirts on average. Most of the people there were notably smaller than me. And the clothing stores kind of reflected that. So there's this one. It made for one really funny situation, because it was like when you buy like if you go to like the only place where I could find stuff that kind of fit me was at Uniqlo, which is a chain that originated in Japan but made its way over to the States in a few places. And the funny thing about that is that Uniqlo had clothes that I got, and I got some cool stuff there, but I had one time where I was trying to find a vest, right? I wanted a vest that was kind of nice so that I could wear it out, like if I was getting invited to like a bar or something. And I was looking around for it, and when I finally found a vest that I really liked at a place that sold suits, I like picked it up and it said large, and I was like, "Do you have anything bigger than this?" And then the guy there said, "No, you go ahead and try in the fitting room." And then I went into the fitting room. I tried to put it on. The thing didn't fit around my torso. Like, it just, I couldn't get around like my chest or my sides, really. Like, I couldn't get the buttons anywhere close to like the holes. And the funny thing was that, like, I took it off, put it back on the hanger, got out of the fitting room, and the guy was there, and he was like, "No." He looked at me, he went, "No?" And I went, "No." He went, "Wow." Just like, holy shit, you're gigantic. I didn't know they made people as fat as you. But no, all he said was wow, and then he just kind of like nodded at me as I left. But no, it was fucking funny. Wow. After the fight, you notice a bunch of farmhands hightailing it into the fields. Horseback, you could have easily caught up with them. Let's let them leave. The Americans are real. I've only heard legends. When the dust settled, you climbed the tall windmill to scout the region. You can see a bustling and lively bar in the distance, as well as a ghost town nearby. Just north of the farm, you spied a man dangling from a tree. Grateful for his rescue, Murray told you everything he knew about the masked man. Intimidation and destruction served you well. As you became more fearsome, the people you interrogated seemed to know more and more. You were moving up the chain. Still, the location of the masked man's hideout remained a secret. You heard the story of a demon that once walked the earth with a gang. He amassed countless riches, then retired, hoarding his wealth in his hideout. It was said that he was exceptionally dangerous, but if you managed to kill him, all his loot would be yours. Let's go back to the Fate Trader, see if we can buy some stuff. But yeah, I'm larger than your average Japanese person. I'm a bit broad, and the funny thing is that the way people dress over there is not too crazy, but like I noticed that Like I'm used to a certain type of dress over where I'm at, and over in Japan, it's like uncommon to see shorts. It's uncommon to see people just wearing a t-shirt. And like over here in the summer in America, like t-shirts and shorts are really common, right? Like sometimes you'll see people in like a t-shirt and like basketball shorts, or like a t-shirt and basketball shorts with like a jacket. You don't see shorts at all in Japan, like ever. Like the only times I saw people wearing shorts, they looked American. But that's one thing. Another thing is that like I noticed that like the women have they're dressed very fashionably. The men were a lot more like they were a lot more like the styles of dress I saw were a lot more narrow. Usually it was a guy wearing a t-shirt and then he'd have a very large buttoned-up shirt over that. So you kind of have these guys that are like pretty skinny wearing large shirts that make them look skinnier, which was interesting. Like, they looked good. It was just like it was an interesting contrast to like me, or like I'm like sometimes I'll wear like a, I don't know, if I bought a shirt over to Japan, I'd be like exploding out of it, you know what I mean? Unless I got it at Uniqlo, of course. But yeah, it's just interesting going somewhere else and seeing what how the people are. No judgment, of course. Let's see, what should we get? Oh, I've got an ear necklace, lovely. I don't need that. We could get one of the most absurd firearms devised. We could get a shotgun revolver. You like that one. Tournament trophy. What is that? Alright, I don't have that. One-armed bandit. I've got the holy musket. Hallelujah. I would look like an orangutan or something with my arm length. Yeah, that's one thing. That's one of the big differences between Japan and America, I'd say. Because in America, you can see like I don't care what state you, unless you live like in like the middle-ish part, like you generally see like a whole wide variety of people, just a real cornucopia of mankind. And then over in Japan, it's you see a lot of Japanese people, which it makes sense. I wouldn't say that's like it definitely wasn't like it definitely wasn't like mono-racial or anything like that, but it was a pretty hefty majority, I'd say. I don't want to spend too much money. Look at the shotgun revolver and see. Well, we'll wait for another time. But if I kill that demon, oh baby. Who's our shotgunner? Murray. You've got 4 health, Murray. This man's got a lot of character. Holy shit, look at all this. We'll give you the shotgun revolver. We've got the quarter pounder for big damage and the adjudicator for... Okay, these guys are pistolier. We'll have Brandon be our rifleman. And we'll buy a rifle at some point. Tied out. We should probably heal Murray a little bit. At least get like another 3 health for him. I don't know any doctors. That's right. Kramer's in, maybe. Kramer's dilapidated joint played host to a rowdy bunch of ugly mug drunkards, and it wasn't your lucky day. Sitting at the bar was one of the masked man's thugs that killed you. We could just murder the guy. That'd be cool. You stabbed the thug in the back. As ladies screamed and men rose to their feet, you dragged him outside by his collar. After a little more persuasion, he spilled the beans on the masked man's locations and operations. The thug gave you directions to the masked man's homestead and cattle pasture. He said the masked man also owned an excavation site and an old sawmill, but was in the dark about the location of the masked man himself. Begging you to spare his life, he told you of a gold transport waiting to be picked up from the bank in Asperton. He warned you that the masked man had to deal with some demons to protect it if they got a telegraph message or the church bell tolled 7 times. They swoop in like demons. When he finished, you promised you wouldn't kill him. Then you slit his throat. Wow, we're really mean. $35 for the strongest drink? What the heck? I know, that's not correct for the time period. I'm not sure I'm not sure what's wrong here. Old man Murray looked like he was drinking to forget. While you were checking the inn out, he just sat in the back, downing glass after glass of the worst poison they had, muttering about someone named Roberta. He helped him out. Okay. What's going on with this man now? Jesus fucking Christ, this is not what you needed, man. Look at this creature. Old man Murray worked for the masked man until he got caught skimming money. To make an example of him, the masked man destroyed Murray's gin business and delivered him to hungry cannibals. Grateful for his rescue, Murray pledged Warden his undying loyalty. We've got cards. We've got dodge, useful. Put that on the guy who's dying. Chain kill, useful. And scavenger. Put crippler there for the pair. Maybe, hang on. We've got Shadow Salve and Beast here. Put that one on there for the pair. And then Murray can get the rest. There we go. Oh, another thing about visiting Japan, the exchange rate's really good now. You know how when I was playing Judgment and I was looking at like I was treating yen like cents, right? Like 1,000 yen's about 10 bucks, 100 yen's about $1. That's changed. About 1,000 yen is about 7 USD. So I went to a ramen place in Japan. I got a bowl of ramen, like a pretty acceptably sized bowl of noodles and soup. Over in the States, most places that sell ramen in any capacity usually sell them for like 20-something dollars, right? In Japan, I got a bowl of ramen, $7, 1,000 yen. It's nuts. It is insane, like the difference. Like, when I saw that, I was like, maybe I should move. Maybe I should get out of. Maybe I should get out of the States. I'm starting to. This has convinced me. Good goddamn, that is true. Yeah. Let's see. Is there like anywhere where we can get this, like, get our man some like health? I don't think so. Man is wounded. He's help. You saw healing. There we go. The natives have me. The natives could put any gunslinger back together with the rituals and herbal medicine if the price was right. Holy shit, $50? What a steal. They just sued this man together. Maybe the localization team for Ace Attorney was right about the burger ramen relationship. I had a couple times where I was looking at an onigiri and just in the back of my head I was thinking, I love donuts. Jelly filled is my favorite. Alright, let's unleash hell. Is this wise? Nah. We're gonna give it a shot. Yeah. Oh, another thing. The convenience stores in Japan are excellent. They're fantastic. I walked in. I showed up at my hotel room and I was like, okay, I need a notebook. I need something to eat. I need some water. And I need, I'm gonna need some toiletries, like, I wanted to get some, like, I want to get some, like lotion, and maybe something for, like, my, and then, like, maybe, and, like something to wipe my face. Went to the convenience store, all of it there. Including the notebooks and the face wipes and the whole thing, like, it was all there. Like, just at a Family Mart. I thought, that was fantastic. And, like, they've got one, like, every city block. They had two sometimes. It was kind of crazy. It is true convenience. It all works. It just works. Wow. 7-Eleven can try, but I don't know. You want to know the best part? You want to know one of the best convenience stores in Tokyo? 7-Eleven. Apparently 7-Eleven went over to Japan and they're like, I guess we'll just be better over here. Because over in the States, it's like the most generic, like, gas station convenience store thing, but over in Japan, oh yeah, no, it's just as good as the other ones. I know, I envy that. I envy having good convenience stores. Oh, baby. Yeah, there's 3 convenience store chains I noticed. It was, there's Family Mart, and their big thing is that they've got a big selection of fried chicken that you can usually get at their locations. There's 7-Eleven. The main thing I knew 7-Eleven for was that it's, if you want to get currency, you want to get yen, you should do it at the 7-Eleven. Just because they've got good ATMs there. Oh, heads up! If you have a credit card and you want to withdraw money in Japan, which you're probably going to need to, unless you've just got some yen sitting around. You're going to need, if you have a credit card and you don't use a PIN with your credit card, just make sure you have one and you know what it is, because you're gonna need one to use the ATMs. The ATMs don't have an I don't have a PIN like option. Like they just assume you have a PIN, and they will refuse to give you anything if you do not put in a PIN. So just heads up. It was a little awkward. I had a little yen before I left, and I was really thankful for that, because I was in the airport and I was trying to withdraw money at the ATM there, and I tried to get some out. It didn't work. And I was like, it said you need like a PIN, and I was like, I don't know what my PIN is. I never used this. I'm panicking a little. This isn't good. But eventually I got it figured out. I did have to call the international line for the company, but it worked out. That's when I was panicked. Yeah, because it's like if you don't have yen, you don't have money, you can't do anything. That's one of the scary things about traveling. It's like you need cash, like not just money. You need cash in order to do a lot of things. Oh, he's gonna get got. Ooh, okay, we're good. People don't generally accept gold dust as payment anymore either. I know, it's terrible. Like I picked up a bunch of random junk like off of the streets, and when I walked in, I was like, "Can we barter this for this bag of chips?" And they were like, "No." Can't carry a nugget and a shaving knife. They don't take bottle caps either. The heathens. You see that delayed reaction? I wonder if that ever happens where someone gets shot, it takes them like an extra second to like react. Well, what's the point then? I thought this was a civilized place. They don't take my random bullshit. How am I supposed to make a living? But yeah, Japan's a lovely place to visit. Highly recommend it, as long as you're going as a tourist. And I've heard working there is a whole other situation. But I don't really have any practical experience with which to comment, so not going to say too much about that. I really love that this is the one thing I really love about Hard West. There's just a demon in like plaid and overalls just kind of hanging out. He's just there, made his money, and just kind of he retired. Like demons can retire. Demons can go start a ranch in Florida, and just live out their days in the sun, I guess. Wow. God, really? Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Okay, we're fine. Just going hard. Better get this guy. God, he's tough. He put in his 40 years in the torture pits, employee of the year 5 times in a row. Gotta get to the point where Lucifer's just like, you know what, you've put in your time. I respect it. Wonder what kind of retirement package that the demons get. You get to relax in limbo. Enjoy the total lack of wind and screaming. Just a little piece. From downtown. Ouch, Jesus. Now he's back to the bottom of the corporate ladder there, shame. It'd be really funny if getting killed as a demon means you get demoted back to imp or something. Will this kill Murray? Maybe. Maybe, but that's a risk I am totally willing to take. It's like he pops back up in like the deepest pit of hell. He's just tiny. He's like, why am I so close to the ground? Ah, damn it! All the succubi are gonna make fun of me now. Gonna get noogies from all the from all the Baylors. It sucks. I do really want to see a like a Western game that kind of has like, I don't know, like the fantasy approach to monsters. It's like, oh yeah, you can only kill this thing if you use like silver bullets or something like that. I want to be a game star. Interesting position to take. No good. Alright, ma'am. Looks like it's over for you. Maybe? Yes. Oh yeah. How much money did he have? What do we get? I want to know. You show me. $200. That's an amount. 9 of spades, 10 of diamonds, king of spades, red joker. I'll take it. Cursed ammo, Lancaster pistol, petrification bolt. Very cool. Got the Lancaster. Hell yeah. Put that on Brandon. There we go. You see, now that's a real gun that allows 2 shots per turn. It's got 4 bullets. That means you can do 2 whole turns. More money. I need dollars. Dude, I love this description. Cursed ammo. Allegedly, Horsemen of the Apocalypse standard issue. You know, War and Death? You know, that War and Death? Yeah, they use these. That'd be a hell of an endorsement. We got the Jocker over here, so maybe we can make something happen. And not quite. Equalization. Reduce every character's HP to 1. That is hilarious. Unholy Power. That sounds like me. What's 2 pair? Like 3 of a... No, that's not all what I wanted. 1 HP, 10 defense, 10 luck. Yeah, sure, we'll roll with that. The game's hitching up again. I'm scared. Okay. We need to rob a bank. Very cool. Most epic. We've got Hope over here, which is like a little town. Rumor had it the whole town had died of plague in a single week. With the sickness in the air and the bodies in the ground, no one dared to loot the place. The best thing about being undead, it gives you an iron stomach. You looted the husk of a town. Or you burned the place down and searched the remains. I like fire. You found some valuables in the ashes. Suddenly, an old hag approached, squawking like a preacher. She said the city was a grave, but not all citizens were buried in it. 7 men were buried in the forest. 6 decent folk, and 1 thief buried with his loot. She said if you dug up the thief's grave, you'd be rich beyond measure. Touch the wrong grave, though, and you'd be cursed. Bad luck would haunt you, sickness would crush your bones, and spirits would follow you forever. She vanished, leaving you alone with the memorial marker. Only part of the memorial was legible. All you could make out was Stephen Teague, a hard-working farmer, Romney Tate, a fair judge, Tony Sullivan, a magnificent cook, Donovan Burns, a brave miner, Sam Courtney, the finest blacksmith. Teague, Tate, Sullivan, Burns, whatever. Courtney. Might have been the farmer over there. A merchant. Burns. Burns. Baron Brygo might be this guy. This is a burial site, but not what you'd call a proper grave. Is Brygo one of the guys we saw? I don't think so. No, we had Stephen Teague, Romney Tate, Tony Sullivan, Donovan Burns, and Sam Courtney. So we've seen Teague. We've got Romney Tate and Farron Brygo. We could probably give Brygo's place a look. I might get cursed. That would be fun. That'd be interesting. Oh, there's another one over here. Cracked grave. And that's Romney Tate. Seeking this man's lawful heir, contact me. Romney Tate. Actually, this is not Tate's whole thing. Someone had tried to dig this grave up but left in a hurry. Interesting. So we got 3 with people unaccounted for. So we've got a guy who we haven't heard of. We've got the Pinkerton grave, which is a Pinkerton. And then we've got a cracked grave, which has already been partially dug up. We could give this one a shot. What do you guys think? Because this one says, seeking this man's lawful heir, contact me, Romney Tate. So that means this isn't actually Tate's grave. It's someone else. The abandoned grave. Who's that? That's Sam Courtney. Stabbed to death in his house with no indication of struggle. Testing his new stab-proof jacket. I guess it didn't work out. Let's give this one a shot. It's the cook. How about Fair and Brygo? Ooh, we got him. 200 cash. And all we did was get a shredded hand. I'm down. Didn't get that cursed. We're fine. We're fine. We're doing good. We're doing great. Greetings. I just keep falling apart. Thank you, Mr. Shaman. Ah, beautiful. Alright, we've got $400 dues. Let's get that musket. The holy musket. That's another thing I like about fantasy, getting crossed over with, like, stuff with guns. Just, like, I love the idea of a holy gun, you know what I mean? The second God is by my side, just like the Second Amendment. Let's see here. Look at the flintlock pistol. Ooh. Have that one, which one's got good range? This is all medium. Interesting. Damage 10, there's 6. Yeah, I don't have anything for far, which is interesting. 10 defense, 1 damage. We could get this one over to Murray. That'd be nice. Gosh. There we go. I like that. Equipment, content. Hey Murray, do you like snakes? God, I hope you do. Here you go, buddy. Maximum heat. I love it. Musket to Brandon. He's got no heat. Very cold. Okay, he's at maximum heat anyway. Let's just give him the chain rifle instead of the pistol. We snag an ivory flintlock. Chance. Here, hold this for a sec. Oh, okay. The game crashed for like a microsecond there, but we're good. Very scared for a moment. You know that? You know when like Windows, you know when like a screen crashes in Windows and then like the whole thing gets faded white and then the window pops up that says, "Hey, this has stopped responding." I had that for a fraction of a second. I was like, ugh! Help! It's gonna happen. It's almost over. Living on the edge of this game. What's gonna die first? The game, the computer, or me? Let's see. The pause gets longer each time. It's so funny. It's so funny. I'm having a great time. 10 of clubs. Survive a fatal shot. If you kill your killer, you'll make it. Otherwise, you'll die. Hannibal. Yo. Oh, yeah. I like that. Very epic. Okay. What are we given to... Two aces, 110. Sure, we'll roll with this. 5 aim, foresight. Ah, I see. Unlock, 2 movement. I keep forgetting that the cards themselves give bonuses. This is a really good setup for a shotgunner. All the defense and the health. Yeah. Oh, no. A little finagling. How much health does he have now? Oh, okay. Please, I beg. 12? Shit, okay. So this is movement and luck. That's more of a gunslinger setup. Guns aim, so we'll give this to the rifleman. Sight, also give that to the rifleman. And HP. Okay, cool. This, you know, this works out. I like this. Alright. Gonna start streaming a second game to wait for the first. Hey guys, I'm gonna be playing Lost Judgment while I play Hard West. Or maybe I should play like I should play like Star Rail while we're playing Hard West. Just a turn-based game to give the tactical RPG like a break. I'm still playing Star Rail, by the way, in case there was any doubt. I only streamed the one time, but I'm still keeping it up. Managed to pull a few people. Pulled Gepard, pulled Sela, pulled a child that heals people, so it all works out. I've got a full setup. I'm happy. Anywho, Masked Man's homestead. It looked like the Masked Man was away. There were a few clues, but you could still loot his house. If you focused on the valuables, you knew the servants would get a chance to run. If you focused on the servants, some would grab whatever they could and run off with it. In enslaving whoever you could along the way, focus on killing servants, burn down the house with everything and everyone inside. Let's just take the money. Slowly and carefully, you scouted the house. The servants fled while you collected all the shining items and trinkets. Can we burn it now? No? Okay. I'd like to burn it afterwards. Finally, you knew the Masked Man's location, his oil field. Well, that makes sense.
Heard where the Masked Man was hiding. Clearly, it was a trap. Clearly, he didn't care.
Hell yeah. Prospectors in the area had teamed up with the Masked Man to form the Southwest Mining Company. You could collapse just the entrance for an immediate short-term effect, or you could blow it up from top to bottom to put it out of commission forever. That would take longer, and there would be a far greater risk of injury. Oh, we're blowing this whole thing up. That's what I want to see. You were injured in the explosion, but it was worth it. The mine was completely destroyed. The Masked Man would be furious when he heard about this. Ho ho ho, baby. Old sawmill. Well, burn the oil field. There's all that oil there. The old sawmill was no longer in use, its tall buildings fallen into wobbly disrepair. There would be lumberjack tools inside, but you didn't know if you should press your luck. I don't know what we're doing with lumberjack tools, but let's go for it. You were successful in retrieving the tools, but it felt like your luck was running out. What did I get? I don't know. We've got a saw now. The cowboys tended the herds across the fertile lands. The animals were owned by the Masked Man or one of his associates. The farmhands were just cheap labor, but their lives would still count towards your tally. Let's just kill the horses. I feel a little bad, but whatever. As soon as you showed your face, the cowboys fled in terror. You let them run as you methodically slaughtered their horses, slitting their throats before shooting them in the head. Oh my god! Sleep tight, little horsies. Jesus. Very angry today. Should we rob the bank? Let's rob the bank. Hang on, first of all. Let's heal ourselves real quick. Ah, baby. Alright, there we go. Anything else going on at the inn? Should we order the stew? The stew tasted funny and smelled funnier. You couldn't recognize the meat, and no one would tell you what it was. But it was that or seek vengeance on an empty stomach. Well, we're fed now. Murray! God damn it. Fix this man! Alright. $45 stew. You know, that's expensive now. That's kind of bonkers. I guess it's for everyone. Warren's the only guy that got the benefit. Like, he's the only one that's well-fed. Holy shit, he's well-fed. Yeah, it's just him, so I guess he just ate all $45 of that stew himself. Honestly, I feel like if we pretended that the dollar sign was actually a cent sign, I feel like this would make more sense. The stew is 45 cents. Like, that would make sense. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, nudge. After the recent unpleasant events, most of the community fled. The bank was the last secure location in town. It would be easier to raid Asperton at night. Only a maniac would try to raid the bank in broad daylight. I mean, yeah, only a maniac, but like, I'm a maniac. I don't think this is what these guys signed up for, but whatever. Immediate luck boost. Oh, that did this guy. There we go. The bank was full of cash, but security was tight and there were demons ready to intervene. The bank hired demons as security should the manager call for help. Unless you recruited the madman detained in town, getting to the vault would be a challenge.
Deputies were going about their business. They weren't expecting you.
Alright, we got a man who is here.
The burly man they called
greetings.
the Child Eater.
The Child Eater? They called him the Child Eater? Are we recruiting him? Does anyone here have, like, low? Can you, like, do... Oh my god, he can. Oh god, it's my alarm. I need to check my car. My car is fine. I will not receive a parking ticket tomorrow. Sorry, I set a bunch of, like, weird-ass reminders for myself using the alarm system, so sometimes it'll just pop up at inopportune times. Where are the rest of these men? We've got this guy that we have to murder. He's got 2 health. Must have tuberculosis. We gotta open the jail door, which we're gonna do. We can destroy the telegraph, which is over here. Yeah, we can do that. You guys ever hear like the alarm sound in like a public space, and then everyone in the area just immediately responds to it? As in, you hear the alarm sound, and you see people perk up or like immediately check their phones. I see that sometimes, and it's really funny. Oh, interesting. Just immediate combat.
Violently dismantled. The demon troop was delayed.
Well, we're killing everybody. No subtlety here anymore. Interesting. The lizard brain Urs should know what that sound was. Oh my god.
The bell rang. The first note, the signal that would summon the demons, has been struck.
Okay, okay. Could be. That's 2.
An honorable man in his own way. He resolved to return the favor.
Wait, that doesn't help anybody. Why did I do that? Not sure why. I'm not sure why he tipped the thing over in that direction. What the fuck? You see this guy's weapon? Holy shit! What is that thing? Called baby number 9? Is that what that says? Oh fuck! Hang on. Child Eater's signature weapon only shoots once, but that's all you need. Cone shot, aim -15. It's got 9 barrels. And he missed? Amazing. Well, this is going swell. Nothing's working. One shot's all you need, they said. They were quite wrong. Well, luckily the guy's got health. Who's getting shot next? Is it still him? It's fine. That's all you need is a damn lie. Okay, we're cleaning up. It's working out. There actually is. You can see like that gun in. There's like a museum somewhere. I think that thing's called a volley gun. So it's like a bunch of, I don't know, muskets or something, just kind of strapped together. Just because, you know, normally the way things would work in warfare is that you would get a whole line or group of people, have them all aim their guns at once, and just fire them like all at the same time at an enemy, and generally you would hit because you just kind of make this big wall of death, right? You see, a volley gun just kind of does that all by itself. Unfortunately, this game doesn't process things that way, so instead we got a single shot weapon that just does a lot of damage. One thing, I think I was trying to say this earlier, one thing I really wish this game had was the opportunity for your characters to jump through windows. It just kind of saves a lot of space and just makes sense. Give this a shot. Nope. Seems to me that 9 guns strapped together would have enough kickback to break my arm. Yeah, but luckily the Child Eater is extremely burly. You know, he's just kind of very... Because he's got a very robust diet, you know? That is a horrible noise, Jesus Christ. You fucking hear that? Ugh. Okay, this is a little annoying. I'm starting to notice that the Overwatch shot when you get close to people, it's just an automatic hit, I think. A little frustrating. Oh, you can do it. There it is.
Upon mere sight of the fields, even the sun averted its gaze.
Ooh. Oh, it's my turn now. Okay, I was like, are they gonna do something? Oh, god damn it, I fucked up. Alright, whatever. Ooh, wish I had a bomb. Might have to restart at some point. We're really low on health.
With wealth, you set out to leave.
You know what we could do? Don't have enough luck. Wait, Mandrake. Give me a moment. Ooh, Brandon. Okay, hang on. How many guys are we gonna hit with this? Alright. Behold. Nice work. Yes. Jesus Christ. Alright. That's one. And that's 2. Oh, we made it. Okay, cool. This guy didn't even fucking move. Look at this idiot. Never mind. 69% chance was not fated like I thought it would be. $74, $53, $74. Here we go. Excellent. Okay, come around here. Oh my god. Blessed shot. Alright. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Ooh, okay. Hey, I'll take a pot shot from downtown too.
Left.
Mission complete. Bless. While looting the town, you still encounter many people. Let's leave him be. Tango with the Team Devil Man. Okay, hang on. Child Eater was the kind of person who didn't tell, and you would do well not to ask. You know, this guy... I don't usually abide by people of a particular type, and generally, the consumer of children is just not something I want with me. Anywho, looks like you're meeting God, buddy. You shot your companion in the back of the head. The vile god moaned in ecstasy and delivered your reward. I got $200. As you traveled down a lonesome road, the blood of your victim still smeared on your palms, a scrawny teenager stepped out of the bushes and accused you of killing his parents. You said you didn't rightly remember, but you'd killed so many people at that point the odds were with him. He didn't look like much of a threat, but from the pure hatred burning in his eyes, you could tell that what he lacked in brawn, he made up with in determination. His only problem was that he wanted to get them himself. That kid was hatred impersonated. Bullied all his life, he was now getting payback, big time. He wanted to tag along. Sure, why not? Hey kid, you think you could shoot 9 guns at once? The scrawny kid joined you. You didn't yet realize that he would be the most vicious and sadistic being you would ever encounter. Apart from yourself, of course. Here you go, buddy. I mean, he can't be that much worse than Child Eater. Yeah, he is a child. He's just angry. Yeah. With his meek physiognomy and scrawny physique, the kid looked like the offspring of a man and a starving cow. What he lacked... Don't say that about his mom, come on. What he lacked in strength and endurance, he made up for in wickedness and cruelty. Oh boy. You know, this is a really good game for me to be playing right now, because right now I'm reading Cormac McCarthy's Blood Meridian. And it's got the same sort of attitude as this game does, except maybe a little bit more poetic about it. Ah, yes, I have used the money from the bank. I have used money from the bank to pay for, to heal wounds that I received from robbing the bank. What are we giving to the kid? Come on, game. I believe in you. Come on. Okay, there we go. I don't want to buy something unless I know I've unlocked it previously. I think that's all we want right now. Alright. Should we go do it? Should we go end this man? Let's go. Let's fucking boogie. Actually, hang on real quick. Let's get some consumables. What do they got? Tobacco. They got shaman's pipe, tobacco, cocoa leaves, drugs. Yo. Dried healing herbs might be useful. Coyote figurine. accessories. Now let's get some herbs. Shh. Herbs. Oh, there we go. Herbs and spice for my spicy boys. All right, buddy. I've arrived. This was the masked man's hideout. He had no doubt prepared a warm welcome. Let's go. The masked man might not die easily, but you would make sure he paid for his sins.
There were some armed oil workers on your way, but your eyes kept scouting for the masked man.
I still remember Evil West. You guys remember the oil field in that game? Just all the oil on the planet in one place, making an actual deluge of oil. Okay. Dude, when the game stops working, my heart stops working, Christ. Yeah, the oil ocean. The oil sea. We've got a real cast of reprobates here. There's not a single attractive person on my team, which I find extremely funny. Ugh, lucky woman. Alright. Wonder how messy the development for this game was. Because this is like a smaller studio, and I feel like making like an XCOM style setup it's just like a recipe for confusion, you know? Because like having the game process just like the angle that your character's taking and like what affects their percentage chance to hit, like it just feels, I don't know. That just seems to me like the sort of thing that would be extremely hard to get right. To get in a way that wouldn't fuck up, you know? Oh boy, okay. How long is this cone? Not very long. 69, 69. Praise be. There we go. There is no way to approach this man. That is really tragic. Nah. Not happening. Well, we can do 1 damage to him. Oh. One more time. That's upsetting. But hey, 34%. That's how it goes. Okay, we're good. Man's lucky. No! 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 Don't mind if I do.
The doors of the house flew open. The masked man's best gun hands showed up.
Uh-oh. Professionals. It's just like the real West. No one can see. I don't know where the best gun hands are. I was informed of their existence, but not their location. Oh, I hate it when they find good cover. Damn, that was a good shot. He did 3 damage? Jesus. Yeah, I wish I packed a lot of... You know, having a ton of dynamite sounds like it'd be fun in this game. It's like, you have cover? No, you don't. That is one thing I miss about XCOM style, about XCOM's like the XCOM 1 and 2, just like being able to like go like, oh yeah, the enemy has cover, so I am going to take this grenade and I'm going to remove the problem. Oh my god, how do you even do that, dude? Be right back. How dare you? How dare you not watch me with all of your attention at all times? I thought what we had was special. These guys are just workers. I feel kind of bad. Kill this man or you will not have a job. Oh no. Alright, we'll give it a shot. Oh, Jesus Christ. Doing good. Ah, what is with this guy? He's so accurate. Ouch. Wow, there's a lot of you people, holy shit. Oh, the kid is so fucking lucky, holy cow. Oh, waste. Can you shoot that guy from here? Yes, he can. Shot. There we go.
Finally, masked man appeared. As good as dead.
As good as dead. I love it. They still using shotguns from that distance? Horrendous. Revolting. One damage, not my cup of tea. What is that guy doing over there? He's not doing anything anymore. Oh, interesting. Not see the man I thought I saw. In comes the golden Deriju. Hallelujah. We have an angle on this guy. Yes, we do. Alas. Up we come. We've got the house surrounded. You know those like really terrible memes that sometimes pop up and like they're supposed to be ironic, but you just can't help but laugh. Like You just can't help but laugh at them every time you see him, even if you've seen him before. There's this one meme where it's literally just like it's like a generic like Shutterstock photo of a bunch of cops, and they're like, "We've got the house surrounded. It's over." And then the next photo, there's a large man with a couple of like, you know, mall tier like blades strapped to his forearms. He's got them like crossed, like as if he's like in an anime or whatever. He's just like, "Forgive me, master. I've got to go all out just this once." I love it. Gonna move? Guess not. Oh. Let's reload this pistol. It'd be very poetic if we could get Warren here to actually move up on the guy. Alright, here we go. Oh, he's got 14 health. Okay. Well, give it a shot. Triple aim. It's promising. It'd be hilarious if he just one-shots Warren. That'd be so fucking funny. So fucking funny. Here it comes. We're fine. We're fine. Come on. Ah, well, okay, you know, it was worth a shot. Just fucking end the guy, please. He's dead.
The man who sported the mask now sported a big bloody hole in his forehead instead. That's when you heard the familiar voice in your ear. It wasn't over yet. Florence's soul wasn't yet gone.
Oh no, he's got me.
She was trapped in purgatory and could still be saved.
Looks like we're doing a heist. A heist in hell, everybody. Alright. Alright, so we made our way up all the way here in the timeline. We'll do a matter of time, and then we'll continue with the rest of the campaign. If I remember correctly. Combat injuries. Start the scenario, there we go.
The Grand Inquisitor destroyed the Secret Order. Hunted down and killed every last member. All to prove his allegiance. There was only one loose end, now running for her dear life.
Mexico.
Cassandra. And although his henchmen quickly caught up, she had a trick up her sleeve. Cassandra could see the future. And that wasn't the day she would die.
I pulled off a really ridiculous ricochet shot, and I think this is the scene where it happens. I'm not sure, though. The crowd jeered, the noose loomed closer. She didn't lose hope. I love this detail of this guy's eyes, super freaky in the shadows.
2 men would save Cassandra and set her free. But first, they needed to distract the mob.
That's a lot of men. That's a lot of men with no health. Stop the execution. Alright. We've got Paco and Andrew Harden. Alright. Paco's in a corner. And he is physically incapable of doing anything but killing that man, I see. Well, don't see other options. Let's do it. Dim-witted peasant, Jesus. Alright, Florence. Now, Cassandra's in probably the worst position on the planet. So we should just get her to move if we can. Back here. That is so many men. Holy shit. I like how Cassandra and Andrew Harden both have to live, but Paco can die. No necessity for that, man. One of the funny things about Cassandra is that in every single fight you're in with her, she's just in a fabulous dress. Just at all times. Digging Paco's outfit. I'm liking the poncho. Luckily the peasants don't have too much cover. If you guys want to know a little bit of a fun fact when it comes to westerns, so they're spaghetti westerns, right? And they're named such because they're directed and mostly staffed by Italians. They were usually, not only were they mostly staffed by Italians, and I think some of them like the Dollars trilogy by Sergio Leone, so like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars, all that. Some of them were just like they had like the production company was German, so you had like a real mix of nationalities, and the only American people were the actors. I just find that funny. Spanish desert, not America. I also heard that if you actually did the numbers on if you actually did you actually tried to figure out where everything was in like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, you'll realize that they got the states and like where they're supposed to be just completely wrong. Which is just perfect to me.
Cassandra didn't know the names of
Beautiful.
her saviors, but there was no time for introductions. The men who wanted her dead needed to be dealt with. Neither they nor their carrier pigeons could leave that town alive.
Killed the carrier pigeons. Okay. I'm getting really lucky with Cassandra here. Like, these are all 60% shots. Not the best odds, if you ask me. God, she hasn't missed yet. That's incredible. Jesus, okay. Well, it's all working out. Alright, now we need to get over here. I see, okay. Assume we're gonna get jumped by more people by the time we get there. Assumption. But don't worry, I know how video games work. I think I'm pretty confident.
There was a back door, but it required a key.
I mean, I guess we can do that. Or can we check? Sure, since we're in the area, give it a shot. Found valuables, but no key. That sounds like money to me, so that's victory. We're spelunking, boys. I always knew this is what we were going to be doing. Everything I do in video games is just to facilitate the acquisition of loot. There is no other goal. It's the most holy of requirements. It's the most holy thing you could do. Acquire loot, fatten your wallet, hoard unnecessary things. The gentleman's way to live. I'd really love to see more games like this. Just tactical RPGs where you shoot and take cover and shoot. Got him. Can I not? Oh, I can still check. Yes. Found valuables. Hopefully that means more money when we're back on the map. Wizards corrupt Raleigh. Ooh, Raleighs. Oh, that's a demon.
Turned out to be something more than just corrupt lawmen.
Not only Mexican, they're Mexican demons. Oh god. The demons have arrived. They have. They're here and they're speaking Spanish. Anyway, Kurt, what you missed was we killed the masked man, but Warren's not done murdering his way across the entire West because he still wants to rescue Florence. You want to know where Florence is? Florence got fucking shot, so Florence is in purgatory. So Warren is gonna have to break her out of purgatory. That's what his goal is. But we're doing a little side story here where we're playing as Cassandra, who's the she's like the fortune, like she's the seer. She can see into the future, and we saw her when we were playing as the Inquisitor, and she actually managed to get away from him, but now he's chasing her down. Yeah, not every day you get to invade the afterlife. Maybe we shouldn't have Hardin face down 2 demons by himself. That sounds like a risky proposition. Ouch. I don't see any men. Concerned. Usually it's held directly being invaded, not their neighbor purgatory. Oh, let's mix things up a bit. They've had it too good for too long. Think you could just sit here and process people that aren't totally evil? Nah. Go big or go home. Tired of these half measures. Just dump everyone in the pits. I don't care what they did. Dose of opium. That sounds exciting. Here's a bucket in there. But I don't think it's gonna do me much good. Paco, where art thou? Here we go. See if these guys move a bit, maybe. Oh, one guy's killable. Oh, they're just running around. They're just running around at the speed of sound. They don't give a shit. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm not complaining. What is the Remy Borgen rifle even good for? I do not know. Okay, Paco. Let's get that one more. There we go. Okay, that's one down. There's 2 more to go. We've nearly saved Mexico from hell. I like how this game gave me an option to, like, not have to fight all these demons, but I kind of want to just kill them, just, you know, just for the sake of the world. I feel like it's the good thing to do. That pipe organ player is having the best time. Oh yeah, he's doing great. Everyone loves him. I'll just pop the pigeon cages real quick, I guess.
The birds were no more, but the Inquisitor's men still posed a threat.
Ugh. Only taking 1 damage. That's something. That's an amount. That's a number. Ouch. Well, he's in the open, kinda. Keep forgetting these guys can regenerate. It's kind of annoying. Come on. He's in the open. He has nowhere to go. It's over. There we go.
With their adversaries dead, there was no one left to bear witness.
We did it, everybody. We saved the village by killing everybody. Gun him down in the streets. Take him out. Don't worry. Demons do not have human rights. I learned that one in Doom.
Men introduced themselves as servants of the Protector.
The Protector? Capital
Their
P?
employer was a friend of the order Cassandra once belonged to. The Protector offered shelter and whatever help Cassandra required. She didn't want shelter. She wanted to rid herself of her gift. Hardin assured her the Protector could help her with that as well. But to reach him, they would need to cross a river and sail across a bay.
You know, I've had a long day. It's about 2 hours. I think I'm good for today. Anyway, hope you guys had a good time. I'm glad to finally be back to it. I actually legitimately did miss streaming while I was out in Tokyo, so I'm kind of glad I'm doing this again. So, yeah, glad to be back to it. I'm gonna be cracking on the backlog I've got. I've got like a couple like streams I need to cut, and then like put onto YouTube still, and I've got a couple of thumbnails to make, so I'm gonna play catch up. Welcome back, thank you very much. I've got a couple things to organize, but I'm going to be playing catch up for the most part, and everything should be back and righted in maybe like a week or two. So we'll be good and caught up, and we'll have a couple new playthroughs to start this weekend. I might play Hunt Showdown tomorrow, but I'm kind of debating it right now, just because I remember last time I played Hunt Showdown, I wasn't really feeling it due to the fact that I just don't enjoy streaming and playing that game at the same time sometimes. So I might play something else. But what that is, we'll have to see. I know for certain that on Sunday we're doing something a little new. We're playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, which I think you guys will like. I hope you guys will like it, because that game's an experience. So I hope you guys look forward to that. But yeah, very excited for that one in a few days. But in the meantime, I'll leave you guys be. So hope you guys all have a fabulous rest of your week, and I hope the upcoming weekend is fabulous as well. I'll be back in a couple days with something, and I hopefully will all see some of you then. Thank you very much, and bye-bye. It's good to be back.